Hey, how's it going, guys? Alan over here. So I just want to give you a quick take on the Rocket Lab. It is a company that I'm following. It's a company that I'm not invested in, and I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why. I'm definitely interested. Space is again getting frothy. It's getting heated, obviously with the SpaceX having a lot of successful launches. However, there's a lot of YouTube content stating that Rocket Lab is the next SpaceX. Now, nothing can be what SpaceX is. They've been at it for a decade. They're not publicly traded. They're not profitable yet. Now, that's not a bad thing. That's obviously a good thing. You're working towards profitability. Rocket Lab is not there yet. They had a couple of unsuccessful launches, which is absolutely fine. You're learning from your mistakes. However, when you have a $1 billion backlog, it acts as a double-edged sword. It is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing as an investor. You know there's going to be funds coming in. However, as a payload customer, every day that your rocket is not in a lower orbit, your payload is not in a lower orbit, you're basically losing money. So you don't want to have a backlog for a year and a half, because you're simply going to go to other company who's going to make it happen. Now look at the SpaceX. There's a company that I'm following. It is Sidu Space, SIDU. They recently launched on Falcon 9 just last week, and the cost was basically $1 million. It's $300,000 for 100 pounds and another $6,000 per pound each. And the satellite was about 100 kilograms. So that worked about roughly $1 million. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because the Falcon 9, it had dozens and dozens of payloads within a rocket. And that's what Rocket Lab needs to achieve as well. You cannot have, it's fantastic to have 20, 30 launches planned for 2024. However, if you have only a couple of satellites on your payload, obviously you're going to need 20, 30, 50 more to go to reach profitability. However, the first thing that you want to pay attention with the Rocket Lab is consistency. Are they consistently having successful launches? Second, are they increasing their payload? Only way to increase a payload is if you increase your rocket size. And they're not at that stage yet where SpaceX is to be upgrading their rockets from Falcons up and up, so they have more payloads. So just be careful with Rocket Lab right now. Is trading pretty much at the all-time low level, not all-time low, but all-time low level. The market is extremely frothy, and with space companies is when you have one unsuccessful launch, it is brutal. Stocks take a hit. They can take a 20, 30, or 50% hit because it just shows a bit of a fear. It does rebound, which is fantastic if you want to enter and go long term. However, for a company that's not going to reach profitability until 2026, I think you have a lot of time to wait on a sideline to look at Rocket Lab to see how successful they're going to be. Once they start executing the backlog to the speed that you can predict how much they can earn per each queue, that's the time you really want to step in, knowing that they have successful launches. If you like the content, let me know. I might actually put out more videos on Rocket Lab. I'm not going to go into financials. I think there's a lot of great YouTube content out there. They're fantastic at it. No need to regurgitate, but just a different take of somebody with a different pair of eyes. They can look at the content and tell you if it's a decent idea to walk in. Now, obviously, don't listen to my advice. Don't invest what I'm telling you or what not to tell you, but just pay attention and have fun with it. Cheers.